Stop scrolling right now because what I'm about to show you might completely change the way you look at everyday coins in your pocket. That simple nickel or quarter you just spent without thinking could actually be hiding a rare mint error worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. Most people miss these details every single day, and they end up spending valuable coins without ever knowing it. But today, I'm going to show you exactly what to look for, how to spot these hidden treasures, and why some ordinary-looking coins can turn into life-changing discoveries. So don't skip this video, because by the end, you might realize you've been carrying money worth far more than face value all along. So, Top 5 today we're diving into one of the most fascinating coins ever released in modern U.S. history, the Virginia State Quarter from the year 2000. At first glance, it might look like just another ordinary coin, but hidden within some of these quarters could be a surprising story, and possibly serious value. Now imagine this, a simple 25-cent coin, something you might overlook in your pocket change, turning out to be a collector's dream. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, stay with me, because this coin has more to offer than meets the eye. Back in 1999, the United States launched the incredibly popular 50-state quarters program, issued by the United States Mint. Each state got its own unique design, and in the year 2000, Virginia proudly joined the lineup. The Virginia quarter is especially iconic. On its reverse side, it features three historic ships, the Susan Constant, Godspeed, and Discovery, representing the first permanent English settlement in America at Jamestown in 1607. The design captures a powerful moment in history, symbolizing courage, exploration, and the beginning of a new nation. Because of this rich historical theme, the Virginia quarter quickly became a favorite among collectors. But here's where things start to get really interesting. While millions of these coins were produced and circulated widely, only a tiny fraction stand out due to their condition or rare minting errors. And in the world of coin collecting, those small differences can mean everything. Let's talk about what makes this coin truly special. First, condition is key. Most Virginia quarters you'll find today are worn from years of use. But if you happen to come across one in pristine, uncirculated condition, with sharp details, no scratches, and original luster, it instantly becomes far more desirable. Now, here's the real treasure factor. Mint errors. Some Virginia quarters were struck with unusual mistakes during production. These can include off-center strikes where the design is slightly shifted, double die errors where the design appears duplicated, clipped planchets where part of the coin is missing, or even rare cases with incorrect metal composition. These errors are not just flaws, they're what collectors call one-of-a-kind opportunities. Because no two error coins are exactly alike, their uniqueness can drive serious demand. Collectors around the world are constantly searching for these rare variations. And when a high-grade Virginia quarter with a significant mint error appears on the market, it can create intense excitement. But here's something very important: you need to look closely. Many valuable coins go unnoticed simply because people don't examine their change carefully. That ordinary-looking quarter in your drawer could be hiding something extraordinary. Lighting, magnification, and a bit of patience can reveal details that most people miss. And those details could be the difference between a regular coin and a collector's prize. Now comes the moment everyone's been waiting for. In extremely rare cases, when a Virginia 2000 quarter is found in near-perfect condition and features a significant, verified mint error, its value can skyrocket to an astonishing $74,000. Yes, you heard that right. From just 25 cents to a life-changing discovery. So next time you come across a Virginia State quarter, don't ignore it. Take a closer look. Because in the world of coin collecting, even the smallest details can lead to the biggest rewards. Top 4. We're uncovering a coin that many people have seen, but very few truly understand: the Louisiana State Quarter from 2002. This small piece of change carries music, culture, history, and for a lucky few, serious value. Picture this for a moment. You're going through your spare coins, maybe not expecting anything special. Then suddenly, one coin catches your eye. It looks ordinary, but what if it isn't? What if that Louisiana quarter in your hand is actually worth far more than 25 cents? Let's take a closer look. The Louisiana quarter was released in 2002 as part of the famous 50-state quarters program by the United States Mint. This program celebrated each state with unique designs, and Louisiana's coin stands out in a very special way. On the reverse side, you'll see a beautiful tribute to Louisiana's rich culture. There's a trumpet, representing the birthplace of jazz music. There's also the outline of the Louisiana Purchase territory, reminding us of one of the most important land deals in American history. And to complete the design, the elegant brown pelican, the state bird, adds a touch of natural beauty and pride that it's not just a coin, it's a story. Because of this meaningful design, the Louisiana quarter quickly became popular among collectors. But popularity alone doesn't make a coin valuable. What truly drives value is rarity, and that's where things start to get exciting. Millions of these quarters were minted and released into circulation. Most of them were used in everyday transactions, passing from hand to hand, slowly losing their original shine and detail. But a very small number managed to survive in exceptional condition. Coins that remain uncirculated, with sharp details and a clean surface, are already more desirable. Collectors call these high-grade coins, and they are always in demand, but condition is only part of the story. The real magic happens when minting errors enter the picture. Some Louisiana quarters were produced with fascinating mistakes. These include double die errors, where the design appears slightly duplicated, creating a shadow-like effect. Others may have been struck off-center, giving the coin a unique and unusual appearance. There are also cases of die cracks, clipped edges, or even coins struck on the wrong metal planchet. To most people, these might look like imperfections, but to collectors, they are treasures. Why? Because errors are rare. Each one is different, and that uniqueness makes collectors eager to find them. The rarer and more dramatic the error, the higher the potential value. Now imagine combining all these factors. A Louisiana quarter from 2002, preserved in near-perfect condition, featuring a noticeable and verified mint error. That's the kind of coin that can turn heads in auctions and private collections. And here's something many people don't realize: valuable coins are often hiding in plain sight. They're in old jars, drawers, piggy banks, and forgotten collections. People spend them without ever knowing what they had. That's why collectors always say, slow down and look carefully, check the details. Examine the edges. Pay attention to anything unusual. Because sometimes, the smallest difference can mean the biggest reward. Now, let's talk about the moment you've been waiting for. In extremely rare situations, when a Louisiana 2002 quarter meets all the right conditions, exceptional preservation, strong visual appeal, and a rare mint error, its value can climb to an incredible $76,000, yes, a single quarter. Worth that much. It's discoveries like these that make coin collecting so exciting. The thrill of the hunt, the stories behind each design, and the possibility that something ordinary could become extraordinary. So the next time you come across a Louisiana state quarter, don't just spend it. Take a second look. Because you never know, you might be holding something truly special. Top 3. We're talking about the Oregon State Quarter from 2005, a coin that might be sitting in your pocket right now. Now think about this for a second. How many times have you received a quarter and spent it without even looking twice? What if one of those coins had something unusual, something rare, something valuable? Let's slow down and take a closer look. The Oregon Quarter was released in 2005 as part of the legendary 50 State Quarters program by the United States Mint. This program became one of the most successful coin series in history, with millions of Americans collecting coins from every state. But Oregon's design has a special kind of beauty. On the reverse side, you'll see the breathtaking image of Crater Lake, one of the deepest and most stunning lakes in the United States. The calm water, surrounded by cliffs, creates a peaceful and almost magical scene. At the center, Wizard Island rises from the lake, adding mystery and uniqueness to the design. It's not just a coin, it's a piece of nature captured in metal. Because of this elegant design, many people kept these coins as souvenirs. But even with millions minted, only a small number have become truly valuable. So what separates an ordinary Oregon quarter from a rare one? The answer lies in two powerful factors: condition and mint errors. First, let's talk about condition. Most coins you find today are worn down. Scratches, faded details, and dull surfaces are common. But if you find an Oregon quarter that still shines, with crisp edges and clear details, you could be holding something much more desirable. Collectors are always searching for coins in near-perfect condition, often called mint state. These coins look almost untouched, as if they were never used in everyday transactions. Now here's where things get really exciting: minting errors. During the production process, not every coin comes out perfect. And sometimes, those mistakes create rare and valuable pieces. Some Oregon quarters have been discovered with double die errors, where parts of the design appear slightly duplicated. Others may have off-center strikes, making the design look shifted or misaligned. There are also die cracks, unusual textures, or even coins struck on the wrong type of metal. These errors might seem small, but in the world of collecting, they can make a huge difference. Why? Because rarity creates demand. Collectors love coins that stand out. A normal coin is everywhere, but an error coin is something special, something unique. And when you combine that with excellent condition, the value can increase dramatically. Now imagine this situation: that a collector discovers an Oregon quarter from 2005. It's in outstanding condition, with sharp details and original shine. But that's not all, it also has a clear and rare minting error. Suddenly, this ordinary-looking coin becomes something extraordinary. This is why experienced collectors always say, never ignore your change. Coins are like hidden treasures. They pass through countless hands, unnoticed, unexamined. But every now and then, someone takes a closer look, and finds something incredible. So take your time. Look carefully at the coins you have. Use good lighting. Check for anything unusual. Because the difference between an everyday coin and a valuable one could be just a tiny detail. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. In extremely rare cases, when a 2005 Oregon quarter is found in near-perfect condition and features a significant, verified mint error, its value can reach an astonishing $79,000, yes, from just a single quarter. That's the magic of coin collecting. History, art, mystery, and the thrill of discovering something truly valuable where no one else thought to look. So next time you find an Oregon quarter, don't rush to spend it. Take a closer look, because you might be holding a hidden treasure. Top 2: we're talking about a coin that represents history, exploration, and discovery, the Utah State Quarter from 2007. It may look like just another piece of pocket change, but for those who pay attention, it could hold something far more interesting. Think about this for a moment. Coins pass through our hands every single day. We use them, spend them, and forget about them. But what if one of those coins carried a hidden story, and maybe even hidden value? Let's explore. The Utah Quarter was released in 2007 as part of the iconic 50 State Quarters program by the United States Mint. This program celebrated each state with unique designs, and Utah's coin stands out because of its powerful historical theme. On the reverse side, the design shows two locomotives facing each other, representing the historic meeting at Promontory Summit, where the first transcontinental railroad was completed. This moment connected the eastern and western United States, changing transportation and trade forever. The words, "Crossroads of the West," are also featured, perfectly capturing Utah's role in American expansion. It's a design full of meaning, progress, and national pride. Because of this strong historical significance, many collectors were drawn to this coin. But here's the truth: millions of these quarters were produced. So what makes some of them valuable? The answer lies in the details. Most Utah quarters in circulation today show signs of wear. Scratches, faded surfaces, and loss of detail are very common. But if you happen to find one that looks almost brand new, with sharp lines and a bright, original shine, you might be holding something much more collectible. High-grade coins, those in near-perfect condition, are always in demand. Collectors carefully search for coins that have been preserved well, sometimes stored away for years without being touched, but condition alone is not the only factor. Now let's talk about the real excitement: mint errors. During the minting process, even the most advanced machines can make mistakes. And sometimes, those mistakes create rare coins that collectors dream about. Some Utah quarters have been found with double designs, where letters or images appear slightly repeated. Others may show off-center strikes, where the design is not perfectly aligned. There can also be die cracks, unusual marks, or coins struck with incorrect pressure, giving them a unique look. These are not just imperfections, they are what make a coin stand out. Collectors love error coins because they are rare and unusual. No two are exactly the same, and that uniqueness adds to their appeal. The more noticeable and rare the error, the more attention it gets in the collecting world. Now imagine finding a Utah quarter that has both a strong mint error and excellent condition. That combination is what turns a simple coin into something extraordinary. And here's something very important: many valuable coins are still out there, hidden in everyday circulation. People don't always notice them. They get spent, exchanged, and forgotten. That's why experienced collectors always say, look closely at every coin, use good lighting. Turn the coin slowly. Check for anything unusual. Because sometimes, the smallest detail can make the biggest difference. Now here comes the moment you've been waiting for. In extremely rare cases, when a 2007 Utah State quarter is found in outstanding condition and features a clear, rare minting error, its value can rise to an incredible $81,000. Yes, a single quarter, with the right features, can become something truly remarkable. That's the beauty of coin collecting. Every coin has a story, and sometimes, that story turns into something valuable. So next time you see a Utah quarter, don't just spend it. Take a moment, look closely, and appreciate what might be in your hands. Top 1. We're going to explore a coin that captures natural beauty, American heritage, and hidden value all in one, the 2014 Arches quarter. At first glance, it may seem like just another modern coin, but if you look a little closer, you might discover something truly special. Imagine holding a small piece of metal that represents one of the most breathtaking landscapes in the United States. And now imagine that same coin possibly being worth far more than its face value. Sounds exciting, right? Let's dive in. The Arches quarter was released in 2014 as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program by the United States Mint. This series highlights national parks and historic sites across the country, and this particular coin honors Arches National Park in Utah. On the reverse side, the design features the famous delicate arch, one of the most recognizable natural formations in the world. Standing tall against the rugged landscape, the arch symbolizes strength, time, and the incredible power of nature. The level of detail on this coin is impressive, making it a favorite among collectors and nature lovers alike. But here's where things become truly interesting. Millions of these quarters were produced and released into circulation. Most of them are still only worth 25 cents. But not all coins are created equal. The difference between an ordinary coin and a valuable one often comes down to small details that many people overlook. Let's start with condition. Coins that have been heavily used usually show scratches, fading, and wear. But if you come across an Arches quarter that looks almost untouched, with a bright shine and sharp details, you could be holding something much more collectible. These high-grade coins are rare because very few survive without damage. Now let's talk about what really excites collectors: mint errors. During the minting process, mistakes can happen. And sometimes, those mistakes create coins that are far more valuable than regular ones. Some Arches quarters may show doubling in the design, where letters or images appear slightly duplicated. Others might have off-center strikes, giving the coin a unique and unusual appearance. There can also be die cracks, surface anomalies, or even rare cases where the coin was struck on the wrong type of metal. These errors turn an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. Collectors around the world search for these unique pieces because they are rare and different. Each error coin has its own story, its own identity. And when you combine a rare error with excellent condition, the value can increase dramatically. Now think about how many coins you've handled in your life. How many times have you checked carefully? Probably not often. And that's exactly why valuable coins can go unnoticed for years. They sit in drawers, jars, and collections, waiting for someone to finally take a closer look. So here's a simple tip: slow down. Examine your coins. Use good lighting. Look for anything unusual, anything that stands out. Because sometimes, a tiny detail can make a huge difference. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. In extremely rare cases, when a 2014 Arches quarter is found in near-perfect condition and features a significant and verified mint error, its value can reach an unbelievable $85,000. Yes, a single quarter with the right combination of rarity and condition can become a collector's dream. That's the magic of coin collecting. Every coin has a story, and sometimes, that story turns into something truly valuable. So next time you come across the Arches quarter, don't just spend it. Take a closer look. You might be holding a hidden treasure. Thanks for watching, and keep exploring, keep collecting, and never underestimate the value of what's in your pocket.